Hi, my name is Eddie Wozny. I'm from Cambridge, Maryland, over in Dorchester County. I'll be an exhibitor at the upcoming National Folk Festival. I've been carving for approximately 34 years. Just basically started as a hobby and then progressed to the point where I felt I could do it as a full-time profession. And I love doing what I do. I get up every day and get to decide what I want to make, when I make it, and I get to basically start with a clean slate, a block of wood, and turn out a beautiful, hopefully beautiful carving. I just get a huge satisfaction out of just starting with a blank piece of wood and turning out an item that somebody is willing to, number one, they admire it and they like it, and they're willing to take their hard-earned money and purchase it and put it in their home. The early beginnings of this craft were basically to produce a basic hunting decoy that hunters would use to attract wildfowl in to obviously shoot, to eat, and also to sell as market gunners. So that's kind of where the craft started, and obviously there's numerous examples on the Eastern Shore. And so I guess my work kind of represents that history of, you know, things that were done years ago and is still being produced today. I feel that people should come to the festival because it represents, I think, the heritage and tradition of what makes America great. In other words, a lot of what you're going to see will be craft, musicians, storytelling, and to me that's the history and the backbone of our country, is that at-home small individual that started with a craft, with an idea, and then eventually, you know, hopefully it progressed into a business. I'd like to encourage everybody to come out to see the festival, to attend at least one day. I think the cultural impact will be great for our area. It's free. I feel that your exposure to different types of artwork, music, and cultures enhances and makes your life better. And I feel that the festival will be a great venue to expand your horizons and hopefully make you a better person. I'd like to take you through the process, basically how I start a carving and then how it's finished. Basically, it starts with a concept, in this case, bobwhite quail. From that point, I would draw a pattern on which I'd put to a block of wood, cut it out with a bandsaw. Once that initial shape is cut out with a bandsaw, I would use various tools, in this case a draw knife, which would take very large pieces of wood off. Then we progress down to a spoke shave, in which case we're taking small and smaller shavings to get it down to the final form. Once we have this final shape, I would use different gouges and chisels to hollow out and or create different marks that I would need. From that point, I would take and, using my photo reference, draw on the individual feathers, and then basically with a knife cut out those individual feathers to create the detail. In this case, with the quail, I would have to put glass eyes in, and then I would buy precast feet and obviously put it on the base and paint it. And hopefully it looks as good as the photograph that I started with.